Funding for this program was provided by Pensacola Bay Area Impact 100 and produced in cooperation with Gulf Coast Kids House and the Monique Burr Foundation for Children. The MBF 5 safety rules and the MBF Safety Squad used with permission by the Monique Burr Foundation for Children.
Know what's up? Spot red flag. Make a move. Talk it up. Blame no shame.
Hi again, I'm Till.
And I'm Sierra. Remember last time we discussed abuse with words, abuse of our bodies, and the difference between safe and unsafe secrets?
Hi, everybody.
Hey.
You're back.
Yeah, I just have a few last things I want to talk about. First, bullies. And next, I want to talk about using those 5 safety rules to keep children safe from digital dangers. I think I've got an app to turn on that classroom.
Have you ever heard about bullying? Yes. Raise your hand if you've ever heard about bullying.
Bullying is when someone hurts a child, either with words or hurts their body, or they threaten to hurt you, and they do it on purpose, and they do it again and again and again just to be mean. And when you tell them stop, do they stop?
No.
No. Now, when we have a bullying situation, there's more than one kid involved. You have the person that's doing the bullying, and then you have the target, that's the person being what? Bullied. And then we have 2 other types of people. One is a bystander, and they stand by and watch. They don't say anything. They might giggle or laugh, but they're giving the bullying person an audience. And does that bullying person like that attention? Yes, they do. Now, what you are is an upstander. You stand up to the bully and you say, "Stop bullying now." Say that for me.
Stop bullying now!
And that shows what a strong, brave person you are. But you know what? You're very strong and brave, but I'm not. And that would be really hard for me to do. You know why? Because I don't like bullies, and I don't like to be bullied, and I would be afraid. What would I be afraid of?
Getting bullied.
Right, I'm afraid he's gonna turn and I'll be the target. Is there anything I can do to get the target help other than speaking up and saying, "Stop bullying now"? What can I do?
Tell the teacher.
Right. If we know that that person is going to be bullying that target, we might break that target and say, "Don't go over there. Come with me now," before it happens. Would that be okay? Sure. But if it's already happened and you see it, you've spotted that red flag, then you need to make a move and talk it up to your safe adult. Now, let me ask you something. Is that tattling or snitching?
No.
No, that is not tattling or snitching. And then, is it ever your fault, or should you be ashamed to talk it up? No blame, no shame. Very good. Next, we're going to talk about neglect. You know, neglect is about those basic things that all kids need. Now, I'm going to pretend I'm going to give every one of you a new puppy to take home, but there's only one catch. You have to take that puppy home and put him in the backyard and forget about him. Can you do that? There are certain things, we call them basic needs, that kids and puppies need to be safe and healthy. Can you name some of those things? Food and water. Shelter.
Caring and loving owner that.
Right. Someone to take care of you that's caring and loving. What else?
Clothes.
Clothes. Appropriate clothes, right, that are comfortable. You wouldn't want to have to wear a wool jacket in the summertime, would you? No. You'd want your shorts. Okay. What if you got hurt? What would you need?
You need a safe adult.
You would need a safe adult to take you where?
To the doctor.
Absolutely. You need medical care. And you need supervision, and I mean proper supervision, so that you feel safe. Now, Is education one of those basic needs?
Yes.
Absolutely. So those are all those basic needs that you have to have as a child to be safe and healthy. It's not about what you want. It's about what you need. Now, we're going to talk about child sexual abuse. We have to talk about private body areas. Those are the parts of your body that are covered by either your swim trunks or a two-piece bathing suit, both front and back. And no one should ever touch, talk about, look at, take pictures of, or even show you pictures of those private body parts, or ask you to show them. I got another story. Mary's called her friend Cassie on her cell phone, and Cassie's big brother's babysitting her. And so he says, hey, I got a game for you two girls to play while they're talking on the phone. He says, Mary, take a picture of your toes and send it to Cassie, and Cassie will send pictures of her toes to you, and y'all can compare the pictures. And the girls think that's a great game, so they do that. And they laugh. Then he says, Mary, take a picture of your belly button. And Cassie will take a picture of her belly button, and then y'all can send them to each other, and you can compare. And then he says to the girls, he says, I like playing games with y'all. Y'all are so funny, because the girls are laughing. They think this is really fun. Then he says, I want you, Mary, to take a picture of your whole body without clothes on. And Cassie, I want you to take a picture of your whole body without clothes on. You know what we call a picture where where somebody doesn't have their clothes on? We call that an inappropriate image. Can you say that? Inappropriate image. And you should never send them. Do we spot a red flag? Yes. Show me. Okay. And what was the red flag?
When he told them to take a picture of their body with their clothes on.
Right. Make a move. What's Mary gonna do? Talk it up. She's going to tell her mom or her dad or her guardian or her safe adult. And is it the girl's fault?
No.
No blame, no shame. And it's never too late to tell, and you should never be embarrassed or ashamed to talk. Now, there was another red flag in that story, and it was what we call something unsafe adults do. Remember, they force you or they can trick you. Do you think Cassie's big brother was trying to trick them? Yes. So would that be a red flag? Yes. Show me. Very good. I have another story for you. James likes to play video games, and he has this one that's his very, very favorite. And he runs home after school every day to play that game. And he has lots of friends when he plays that game. Now, these aren't people he knows. These are people he plays games with. He doesn't know them in real life or face to face. But every afternoon he plays with them. The next day, after he's been doing that for about a week, he goes down and his mom and dad say, James, you're spending too much time playing video games. You have to play outside some, and if you don't control that, we're going to take your computer away. How do you think James is feeling? He's not feeling good, is he? Do you think he might be a little mad? Yeah, because nobody likes to lose their technology, do they? So he goes up and gets back on his computer, and he's got one of those not real but internet friends that he has named Sam, and he DMs Sam and tells him what happened. And Sam says to him, that's not fair. They're too strict. They shouldn't do that to you. You don't deserve that. That would make me really mad. So the next day, when they're playing on the video game, Sam says to James, you're a real independent person. I think you had a right to be mad. I think you should meet me and my brother will take us to the movie and drop us off, and he promises he'll get you home before your parents are home from work. And you can just tell your mom that you're going to go play football at the park with your friends. Safe or unsafe? Unsafe, right. Now, those two stories I just told you had something similar in both of them. What were they using in those last two stories? Technology, right. And technology is great, isn't it? You can go anywhere and do anything in the whole world anytime you want to. But there's also a bad side to technology, or a dangerous side to technology. And we call those situations that are unsafe or unsafe people, when we use technology, we call those digital dangers. And digital dangers are found on your digital what?
Devices.
Like what?
Your iPhone.
Your iPhone. What else?
Xbox.
Xbox?
iPad.
iPad? Any others? All right. You know, we talked about bullying. You know, bullying doesn't just happen in real life. Bullying can happen online. Now, how could that happen on a digital device?
They can be mean to you and say some mean things, and that's a form of cyberbullying.
Say that again.
Cyberbullying.
Give me that word loud.
Cyberbullying.
Good. And that's what we call when somebody sends unkind or hurtful messages or puts up a post or a picture that is embarrassing to us. And we call that cyberbullying. And it is bullying on the internet with digital devices, isn't it? If you are ever cyberbullied, use those 5 safety rules just like you do in real life, because cyberbullying is not going to get better. It's going to be shared with more and more people, and they're going to start to share more and more information. So you need to spot a red flag, make a move, and who do you talk it up to?
You're safe adult.
Right. And is that tattling? No, that is what?
Reporting.
And
No blame, no shame.
we're going to talk about some computer or digital do's and don'ts. Can you think of a good rule that we could say to someone to keep them safe on the internet?
Don't go to websites that aren't safe for you.
And how do you know if they're safe or not? You're going to get your parents' permission for the websites you use. You know, when you know what's up, you know your personal information. You also have to know who to share that with, don't you? Do you ever share that on the internet?
No.
No. Do you share your name?
No.
Password?
No.
Address?
No.
School?
No.
Sports team?
No.
Where you hang out with your friends? No, you never share that. Your parents' names?
No.
No. Telephone number?
No.
You never share that personal information on the internet. Now, this one's going to be really hard as you get older. One of the big don'ts is do not talk to people that you think are friends that you don't know in real life or know face to face. Do you know why?
Because if you don't know them, you don't know if they're bullies or not bullies.
Absolutely. And if you don't know them and they tell you they're an 8-year-old person like you, do you know that's the truth?
No.
No, you really don't know them unless you know them face to face. I want you to get permission for websites. I want you to talk to only people you know. Make certain you never share your personal information about you or your family. And also, I want you most of all not to ever make arrangements to meet someone in person that you've met on the internet or through technology. Even if they ask you, please meet me, we would just have such a good time. We'll just meet down the corner from your house. Tell me how to get there. Red flag? Red flag, absolutely. Before you ever even think about it, I want you to talk it up with your parents and get their permission.
You need to stop pressing on those. You're gonna ruin your tablet.
Nah, I'm not gonna ruin my tablet. It's my mom's. If you see a message pop up on your tablet, especially if it bothers you, talk it up with your safe adult.
And on that note, the safety squad is gonna sing us out. Bye.
Bye.
Know what's up.
Sorry, Mom.
Know what's up. Spot red flag.